In every age, God has raised up men and women to meet the needs of the day. Now is that time. You are the one. Now is the time for saints.
Open wide the doors to Christ. On October 16, 1978, Karol Wojtyła, a Polish cardinal, was elected as Pope. Now known as Saint John Paul II, he chose as his first words to the world, "Be not afraid. Open wide the doors to Christ." St. John Paul lived the years of his early 20s in Nazi-occupied Poland. By the age of 21, he had lost every member of his immediate family. His training for the priesthood was secret, underground, and he was ordained alone. Since it was impossible for him to have holy cards printed, as a priest normally would at his ordination, he handed out just a few to some friends, having handwritten on the back 3 Latin words, "Fecit mihi magna." The Lord has done great things for me. Once elected Pope, JP2 traveled extensively, and everywhere that he went, thousands upon thousands were waiting for him, longing for the Father's love which he radiated. And the title of his biography? Witness to Hope. His life was full of events and circumstances that would lead many of us to say, "This is too much for me. I cannot believe in God's goodness here." Maybe there are doors in our hearts that have been closed to God, locked doors. John Paul II shows us a different response, another way. He opened his hands again and again and again, saying, "You are a Father, and I believe that you are here." As he invited Christ into every sorrow, every suffering, everything that he didn't understand, John Paul II came to believe that love is the greatest force in human history. Nothing could make him turn his back on the love of God. Love was undefeated in his life. Not that he ever left the cross behind him, no. He held that cross, and he proclaimed that when we open wide the doors to Christ, everything leads us closer to God. So close to God that in a vast crowd, people would see him as a white speck miles away and begin to weep. He loves me. He loves me. People have been converted by seeing him on a screen. That's the power of suffering with Christ. St. John Paul II, intercede for us that we may keep our eyes fixed on the Father always, that love may be undefeated in our lives, that we too may open wide the doors to Christ. Amen.